So the build I want to show is an Ascendant Doomfletch build. I use this to farm pretty much all the endgame content I could find so far. I don't have a lot of time to play Path of Exile, unfortunately, so whenever I play a new league, I try to use a build that you can use right from the start on a relative budget. But then if you invest enough on it, you will easily get to the end game content of this game. So I'll try to go as fast as possible explaining everything. If you want to pause the video to see anything in detail, you can. But I'll place the link of Path of Building in the description. All the items there are the exact same I'm using right now, so you can check with if you want to pay more attention to the details of each item, you can check there. And also for the people who don't really want to watch the video and just want the link. At the end of the video, I'll have a Shaper run just for you to see how the build behaves against Shaper. So yeah, the weapon is a Doomfletch. For those of you who don't know, it transforms your physical damage into all the elemental damages. So you want to scale physical damage as much as possible. Chests, you want a lore weave, gives you a little bit of life, physical damage, critical strike chance, and elemental damage. You don't really need to use this chest. You can switch to a belly, for example. It will give you more HP. But as it stands right now, I have a 6k life, so I don't really need a belly. I prefer to use a lore weave, but it's really up to you. Helmet, Star Conjure. It has a barrage enchantment. You don't need the enchantment, but it's nice. Quiver, Drill Neck, gives you a lot of damage. This quiver, it's really cheap. You can get it right from the start, and it will take you all the way to any endgame. Really, it's really nice quiver. Gloves, I have a Tomb Fist with 2 abyssal sockets. I have 2 abyssal sockets just because I dropped these. I wasn't going to buy it. If you only have 1 abyssal socket, you want a murderous eye jewel so that you can intimidate on hit. But if you have 2, you can slap a searching eye jewel on it. Jewels, again, it's just life, physical damage, ally damage, really standard stuff. The belt, elemental damage, resists, maximum life as much as you can. Boots, life, resists, movement speed. Amulets, you have critical strike, stats, maximum life, physical damage. Rings, resists, maximum life. This one has a good chunk of accuracy. As you can see, I have a 90% chance to hit. If I remove this, I have an 87% chance to hit. You don't really need more than 90. The other ring, physical damage, resists, life, standard stuff. Flasks, you want movement speed flask. You also want movement speed on your boots because this build, like any bow build, really lacks mobility. So you want to compensate by that with movement speed. Diamond Flask with Curse Immunity, Stibnite Flask with Freeze Immunity, Dying Sun, really good flask for any barrage build, and a Life Flask. So I'll switch to Path of Building just because it's easier to explain the tree here. The skill you'll be using is Barrage, ally damage, chance to bleed, vicious projectiles, maim, and slower projectiles. I was trying out using ally focus instead of slower projectiles because you'll take Elementalist in your Ascendancy, which gives you the ability to shock always with any lightning damage. But ally focus will not allow you to shock with Barrage. So what I was trying out was using Lightning Arrow with Mirage Archer. So you just have to hit once with Lightning Arrow, and then for 4 seconds the Mirage Archer will shock for you. I was just trying this out, see if it would work. At the end, I think you just remove this and you take slow projectiles. Maybe Mirage Archer also here. I don't really know which one would give more damage. Slow projectiles gives you a lot, but Mirage Archer, it's hard to tell if it gives you more or not. It's just a question of you trying out. As you can see, if I play AoE Focus, it gives you 1.8 million damage. If you remove and place slow projectiles, give you 1.6. It's a little bit of a difference, but for me, not enough to justify the awkwardness of playing that way. So I just take slow projectiles. I think this is the better setup. So for auras, you want Blood Rage, Hatred, Herald of Purity. Herald of Purity will give you a lot of physical damage to scale with Doomfletch. Blood Rage gives you a lot of attack speed, which is something that sometimes you lack in a bow build. If you find it too hard to maintain the degen of Blood Rage, just remove it. But it's a substantial part of your DPS, really. I really enjoy playing with it. Other skills, I have Blink Arrow on faster projectiles. I have Grace, Val Grace. You can use anything else besides Val Grace. I just have 1.6 million damage is enough to farm the endgame content, so I just want something that gives me more survivability. Cast when damage taken setup with Enfeeble, Ice Golem, and Immortal Call. So, oh, and I'm sorry, Lightning Arrow will be the skill you use to farm the maps. At the start, you won't have 2 6-links, obviously, so you can just use Tornado Shot. It's a really good skill that it farms the maps like Lightning Arrow, and it also gives you a bit single target that Lightning Arrow lacks a lot until you have a good enough barrage setup. You can use, even when you have a 6-link barrage, you can use Tornado Shot instead of Lightning Arrow. I just prefer using Lightning Arrow. It feels, for me, it feels smoother to farm the maps. But you can use Tornado Shot for sure. So, the tree. In your Ascendancy, you want to go part of the Ranger. Here I took Raider, just because I enjoy the attack damage, movement speed, a little bit of dodge. Gives you Onslaught while on full Frenzy charges, and it allows you to generate Frenzy charge on hit. And this is really nice because it gives you a lot of attack speed. And again, attack speed is always something that it's a bit tricky to get in a bow build. And then you take Elementalist, which is just absurd on this build. It gives you 10% penetration, cannot take reflect ally damage, increased effect of Heralds, which is nice for your Herald of Purity. And then you always shock for at least 10%. The tree goes like this. At the start, you'll want to go this way with attack speed. Here, take these life nodes, take this critical strike chance, and then go down here and connect to the ranger. So that when you finally have part of the ranger, you can spec these out and just continue all the way to the tree. You'll want to go this way and take the life nodes. And pretty much the tree is very intuitive, very straightforward. You want to take jewel sockets anywhere you can. You want to take the maximum life, critical strike chance, critical strike multi, critical strike chance, ally penetration, life, multi, attack speed, critical strike chance, point blank. Really nice for your DPS. So it's really straightforward build, really. I take these nodes here, which fill out my accuracy and attack speed, which is really nice. And then I also take these nodes, the dodge nodes. Whenever I'm on this side of the tree, I always like taking these nodes. I just think they're really, really strong. I think they're, in most builds, they are underrated. Really strong nodes. If you want, you don't need to take these, but I mean, they're really strong. I can't count how many times I was saved by these this amount of dodge that you can get. So without Vol Grace, you have 44% attack dodge and 30% spell dodge. That's without Vol Grace. So then the jewels are very straightforward. You just want maximum life and then some damage mods. Life, damage mods. Life, damage mods. Again. And then probably my most expensive item in this build is a Watcher's Eye with critical strike chance while affected by hatred. This is really nice and it really increases your damage output because Doomfletch doesn't have a good critical strike chance base. It has a 5% base critical strike chance, so increasing it with Watcher's Eye is really substantial. So that's pretty much it. I'll leave you with the Shaper video. I think I died once, but it was against the, you know, those mini bosses before each Shaper phase. They do that slam attack. And I thought, I was just lazy. I thought I had created enough space between them instead of just standing behind them like any normal person would. And he killed me. But I mean, I was just an idiot. So don't blame the build, blame the player, I guess. So I hope you enjoy.
You force my hand again, little mouse. So be it. You've chosen to side with chaos. This is my world, and you shall obey my order. Gaze into the abyss.
Coming through.
From the void.
He's recovering. We need to find a way back quickly. Sleep now, little nightmare. He's trying to recover. Hurry! Let's find a way back.
Have but a moment's respite?
Behold the face of your unmaking.
Father, it's me. Let me help you.
The horror must be stopped. Obstacles destroyed. Embraced by misery.
To me, exile, quickly!
From the void. Inconsequential.
He's recovering! We need to find a way back quickly!
These memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lied to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
To save the future, the past must be sacrificed.